Welcome back to Let's Talk. We've been exploring ways to improve our effectiveness in helping others. Today, let's focus on raising awareness. Now, the degree of awareness that the person you are trying to help has can be all over the map. Their awareness or their insight might be pretty lacking, or at least their actions don't seem to demonstrate a real awareness or insight in terms of what the problem is. So without better awareness or insight, they may not be ready to hear what you have to say or ready to change their behavior. So oftentimes, the first good step is to raise awareness. Now remember, we're not trying to judge or to control. We're just trying to gently help this person along their own path. We can help get them started by asking questions to raise awareness. Try to start fairly open and easygoing, such as, how are things going at home? Or, how have you been feeling? Even if you have a pretty good sense of what the answer is, the point is to get that information out. The point is to have them raise their awareness by saying it out loud themselves. Can you imagine how powerful that might be? Now be very, very careful, especially in the beginning, not to layer the questions with judgment, even with your tone. It's very, very easy to do. And oftentimes it's why people really struggle with this step. Can you imagine yourself accidentally saying something in a harsh tone like, well, don't you think she's going to leave you? Or, do you really think you should be drinking? Or something like that? So be careful. Practice this. Don't use your questions as accusations or judgments. We've talked before about how people sniff that out immediately and stop listening. With that said, sometimes people really are resistant and in denial and do sometimes need a little more of a push with a more pointed question. One that can still be delivered with a nice tone and good intentions, such as, what do you think might happen if you're not able to control your drinking? Or, what do you think might happen if you have another fight like that? Or, what do you think happens when people just stop taking their meds? You may need to continue down the line of questions, staying open to the responses and trying your very best not to react to them or even necessarily respond to them. The idea, of course, is to get the other person talking, to get them to talk more and more out loud about the problem, which in turn helps with their awareness and insight. Practice this with small things and less emotional issues first. Then as you gain confidence, especially with that person, you can apply it to more and more difficult conversations. So as always, share with a friend, comment below, and let's talk.